everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Leo from Jersey, and I'm so glad to have you back again. So yesterday I did a little something, and it felt really good. Can I have a little, just a little something to take the edge off? Just a little something to take the edge off. Besides this smudge, here, have some of this. I already prayed for you, and I smudged the space. So what I'm about to do, I did this yesterday, and can I have a little, will you let me? Toronto, will you let me? No, I'm kidding, I'm from New Jersey. Will you let me do what I did yesterday, which was this. I actually went ahead and asked Spirit what Spirit wanted to be the question. So I did a whole section in the beginning where like I used the tarot to figure out what Spirit wanted the question that's going to be the subject of this video to be. Now you are more than welcome to skip ahead. I put the timestamps in the description box if you don't want to watch this, but it was fascinating yesterday to see Spirit not only pick the question, but pick the piles. And the piles were all major arcana. It was so crazy. It was so like it gave me goosebumps. I said, oh, Spirit about to cook. So, and also I had a confirmation from a friend today that a number of my readings that I did personally for her immediately came. Imagine being like so right. Like imagine when you're like so right that your own ability to read tarot like is spooky. Like I know I pray to the archangels. I'm really talking to these people, you know, otherwise I'd be talking in my attic for nothing. I'd sound like a crazy person. But the truth is that like she had all of the love predictions I made for her, including a weird stalker at the job, then a guy, this one specific guy from her past, he was going to come back because he was watching her stuff, like literally back to back to back, and it happened exactly in that order. So I'm feeling amazing right now. I'm feeling like we're so up. So let's go ahead and will you let me? YouTube, shall we go for it? So I'm gonna go ahead now and get going what I want to do because it's my world and we're all in it, and I love it here. That in this little corner, in my own little corner, I can do whatever I want, which is amazing. So thank you if you're sticking around. If not, I'll see you at the skip ahead point. Again, check in the description. Adios. See you in the future. Okay, y'all. Okay, Spirit, what do you want? The question, I can hear my ancestors cheering. What do you want the question to be today? They're proud of me for actually like moving my ass and like doing this work. Keep going. 5 of Pentacles, upright. Upright. Ooh. Okay. 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 5 of Pentacles upright. Ooh. 9 of Pentacles upright. Ooh. 4 of Swords reversed. Ooh. 9 of Wands upright. 5 of Wands upright. 3 of Cups downright. The first part of the question that I got was like, how can I best heal? What is my best pathway forward to for healing? But there's more here in this question. There's more to this. It's about competition and conflict with a toxic situation with multiple people against you. How to best heal, Spirit? How to best heal? Give me a confirmation of that, if that's what you want here. Ew, that's so funny. I kept saying the word heal, and then I felt a sharp pain in my literal foot, in my heel, and I was like, ow, what is that? And then I realized, oh, get it? My heel. That's so funny. So I'm like, what? That's so bizarre. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. The question, okay, I see. So it's how to best move forward regarding, okay, let's say that you had a rough time at work let's say that you got into a big fight, or there was toxicity, there was people around you that were problematic, and now because of that you're like having trouble finding a job or moving on to the next phase. And like maybe there could even be other things too, like whether that argument is within your house. Let's say maybe you're like work from home, so there's like issues among you in this situation. How to best heal and move forward through this conflict. So what's a good way to word that? How to come back, how to best come back from a toxic workplace. How to best come back from a toxic work, how to recover from a toxic workplace. Your next step after a toxic workplace. All right, so that's kind of what it's going to be. The theme for today is going to be workplace toxicity and how to move on from it. So that's what the question is going to be. I got to figure out a cutesy way. Obviously, by the time you read the title of this, I will have figured out a cutesy way to word all that. But I'm going to cook on it. Yeah, that's definitely the theme. Okay, Spirit. So let's go ahead. Let's get 3 piles going. Thank you. Right off the bat. Pile 1, 6 of Cups upright. Pile 2, thank you. 2 of Swords. I feel like, I just gotta chill. So that card means something to some of you. Because usually it's in the Rider-Waite. I'm being pulled to tell you. In the Rider-Waite, it's the one with the girl with the blindfold and the Judgment with the 2 swords in an X formation. You need to be reminded of what that looked like. Final pile, Spirit. 3rd and final pile. 3rd and final pile, thank you. 9 of Swords. Fascinating decisions from Spirit about how to get over these workplace situations. Fascinating. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna take a little sip of this water and let's get it going. Okay. Pile 1. Woo! Welcome. If you skipped ahead to this point, we discovered the question for the day is going to be regarding how to best come back from a workplace trauma or workplace drama, or what your next step in works is going to be for this case. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get some pull for you. I'm really being pulled to my Dungeons and Dragons deck to get us started. For whatever reason, I usually, disclaimer, only take upright for this pile, but because Spirit usually likes to spell things out for me. Also, it's not Rider-Waite exactly, so it's going to sound different. It uses like strength and intelligence. It's comparable. We'll divine from that. Okay. So what's going on? First of all, how would my pile number 1 know that this situation is for them? Spell out, Spirit. Be so clear. Spell out the situation going on with pile number 1. With their previous workplace. Thank you. Okay. Off the bat, the Fool. Right off the bat. And in this deck, it's a Bard. Fascinating. 9 of Wisdom. 3 of Wisdom. And I'm going to put that sideways because I noted that specifically was reversed. And I can take that. Ooh. Ace of Intelligence. 8 of Strength. Okay, right off the bat, it's feeling to me like you were collaborating on a project and the project was going well. Okay, you know, there's sort of a cheeky musician imagery here that Spirit is giving me, which to me is sort of like an alludement to we're a traveling merry band, and when things are good, they're amazing. Like we have this image here from the 9 of Wisdom of this, like, it gives boss energy, haughty, with feet up on the table at the bar, you know, warmth behind them, full glass of mead, and a table full of money that other people have obviously paid or they've thrown down. Like, it's giving the energy of when you guys were up, you were up. And you had, yeah, look at that. And you had a justice. You had new ideas that you specifically, and I'm hearing sporadically, attributed and gave to this particular group. Like I'm seeing in my head like a bunch of people sat at a table, like one of those conference tables, like you guys are having a conversation that way, and then you would say something and then the whole group would be like, oh, and it could even be like interestingly regarding music or regarding a band too, whether that's like a 3-piece or like you specifically were on a project with 3 people. There's a lot of imagery here of 3s. I think you you were a prize in this case, obviously. Spirit is being really nice about the way that it's depicting you with Ace of Intelligence, like you attributing old. And there's obviously here with your card being Six of Cups, there's an aspect here of nostalgia, childhood innocence, or joys and comforts of home. So it feels like to me like this gives like you felt this was like family to you. Like this went deep. This is feeling like maybe this went deep. So talk to me that what about the work? What was the workplace drama? Thank you. Right off the bat. The workplace drama. Oh, okay, we have Queen of Charisma here. The image is of a woman with a pie feeding a bunch of people. And to me, I always attribute this to evil. Like someone was poisoning things. Somebody was poisoning things among the group. I don't attribute this card to positive. So what was happening was, I keep hearing like gossip or lies or manipulation. That's what I'm hearing. Something that was like, it was like catching fire. That's a very specific phrase for me to be picking. Yes, yeah, it's giving this really, okay, Six of Intelligence, which here is like a ghosty 1 to 2 image. So someone who definitely could flip on a dime. Somebody who, you know, I'm hearing like online presence too. Something, there's a hint here about who this is regarding, but something was going on, because I don't know why I mistook this card, like as if this person was looking at a phone. They're not, they're like running ahead, but for some reason I see like whether maybe someone's like causing drama in group chats, or they were, you know, posting incorrectly, or something was going on. What was happening? They were being driven apart. You might have gotten a new boss, and then it's like things were good for a while, and then all of a sudden it's like being stabbed in the back. Wait, tell me. Okay. Yeah, that's confirmation. Thank you for that random pop. Okay, so this person went from day to night. What else about them? Tell me about this person. Who was at the center of this drama? Who was at the center? Ooh, my throat almost just closed up. Ooh, what is that? That someone doesn't want me to speak on this. Someone doesn't want you to know this. That's what it gives, because why did my throat just try to say that? Who is this? Who is this? Do they have psychic abilities? Do they have some psychic ability? Or they believe themselves to be? What is this? Spirit is really being coy. Who is this? Who is this? Don't be coy. Who is this causing drama? Who was at the center of the drama? Who was at the center of the drama? Oh my gosh, they're being coy. Who was at the center of the issue? Who was at the center? What was at the center of the issue? Maybe I'm asking the wrong question. What was at the center? Wow, Spirit is being so coy. Ooh. It's the same image. It looks like the same woman. It's a dark-haired woman. A dark-haired woman, kind of mid-height. Looks like with light eyes. It's the same person, I swear to God. Which makes no sense, because no, they shouldn't be. That out of all the characters in the deck, it's the same one that's poisoning. It looks the same. Fascinating. They could be quite physically fit. Maybe you guys work at a gym or something. Or did. It's quite like a motherly figure too. Interesting. Maybe someone who considered themselves motherly. But you're kind of rogue. You're kind of cool. You're kind of cool. This person's not as cool as you. This person's not as cool as you. You offer just as much good advice. Did you have beef? Is that what I'm missing? Did you have beef with one particular person? Did you have beef? Oh. Oh. 3 of Strength. Look at the way they're looking at each other. Oh, it's giving shady. Yeah, maybe you guys like didn't get along. This person was causing issues behind your back. And look at the involvement of these other 2 people. Always you and 2 others. You and 2 others, and then this other person kind of overlooking, or like minions. You and two others. You and two others. So like maybe you have like two close friends. So you have some allies. It's like not just this person, but like this person working overtime to get in your ear. That's for sure. Tinkerer. It's funny that that's what this is depicted as, because in this case it's like baker, so like literally let them cook. And tinkerer, which a tinkerer is someone that messes with things. So what else about this person? What happened? What happened with this person? Obviously, besides them spreading rumors, lies. What were they doing at the workplace? That's how we know this. Oh. This is my baddie card. Devil. The devil. Giving like spewing hate online vibes. That's what it's giving. It's giving like, oh, they hating on you in a group chat somewhere. Something dumb as hell. So, okay, what happened then? So then what, you got fired? What happened to you? What occurred to you in this case? What occurred to you? You took one for the team? What occurred to you? Nope. What occurred to you? What occurred to my group one? What happened? Oh, did they like spread lies and then got you fired? No. The hermit. You quit. You quit. You left. You were made to be alone. You took the higher road though. Fascinating. Fascinating, Sage. You left. You had enough. A new journey. A new journey begins. Fascinating. And this was like an interim stepping stone for you, I think. Yeah, I'm like not giving that you could end here. I'm giving actually that this was kind of divinely timed so that spirit could move you to the next thing, because you were becoming like a threat, like a big fish in a small pond. And it's giving that like other people could see, yeah, look at that, popped at me. Other people could see that not only were you, it's giving, okay, Two of Strength specifically, it's giving that not only were you a valiant leader, you were an intelligent, you have a lot going for you. You were a hard worker and provided a lot of intelligent, like new ideas and whatnot. And obviously you were making friends and like being respectful, just doing your job. I just work here, man. That's what I'm hearing. So obviously this person felt a type of way. Yeah, look at that, the way we have the dichotomy. Obviously this person was running in overtime, trying to sabotage, a saboteur in our midst, because they I'm getting the feeling, and this is specifically reminds me of like a Cancer Libra, I keep sort of hearing. They might have that in their top 3 or something. That this feeling that this person, like this specific image of like baking, like is giving me that this person tries to like emotionally control the landscape of like everyone around. Like they try to manipulate how everyone feels, like through a lot of extra effort. Hence tinkerer here in this, like little spreads of gossip, little manipulation. Like it's as if you cook for people in the attempt, because you know it's going to make them feel good, and then like while you making them feel good, you like tell them like a secret so that it like goes down well, and like but like they have something over you because they baked you something or something, you know what I mean? It's like kind of like interesting. It's kind of it's Cancer behavior to me. That's how water signs kind of move. But I don't get that this person's just a water sign. It could also give Virgo. Someone who understands how to do that. Someone who is delicate. I'm hearing the word delicate. Yeah. But you will rise again. And I mean, let this person rule the very small roost that they seek. Yeah. Let this person, I'm hearing fumble, because it doesn't matter to your long-term overall game. So what is my pile number 1 needing to do to get to the next thing? Because they're healing right now. What can they do to heal from this situation that occurred to them? What can they do to heal? The Hierophant. Stick to traditional effort. Stick to traditional effort. If you have a partner, you can also complain to them. They will keep your secret, I'm hearing. But this is like, look to grounding. Look to grounding. Look to the methods of old. Could even be like something like for a job search, going back to places where you were, like LinkedIn kind of thing. I keep hearing like, I'm seeing like LinkedIn in my head for some reason. As if that's, but it's like, could be as though like, if let's say that you're like musicians and this person's in your group or works at the studio or something, and like you realize that this move, there's actually someone at your old studio who would be much better in a partnership with you, and you could get your own thing going, and creating for yourself. And that way also you wouldn't feel such a, because I'm feeling like also when you would contribute to what was going on at work, there was no real like reward. Like you would get kind of like territorial because there was no real thing there. It like just sort of was, you know, you helping to no avail. Because it's so interesting here, this image of this dragon huffing and puffing, guarding their wealth, with this person staring down the coins on the table with their feet up. Like, I think you realize that you could start creating for yourself, and that this situation was limiting you more than it was benefiting you at this point. Chariot, yeah, Chariot world. Chariot world, 6 of strength. Yeah, the next step for you is the big move. It's so funny that the world came out, because I sensed it would, because it's all about spirit and knowing that, you know, time and tide, the karmic shifts are closing. Like, you don't have to worry about how that occurred, how this played out. Everything played out exactly how it should, and the karmic debt will even out exactly the way it's intended to over time. And you are ready to take a move on to the next thing, but you have to craft for yourself to some extent to get to that level of notoriety that you desire for this specific. And with that, and look at that Wheel of Fortune, I knew it. And with that, you know, comes more ups and downs and perilous journey. You know, the, Spirit wants to remind you that this, for example, this, I hate to call it like a situationship with a job, but this long time, like this nostalgic childhood, whatever the pastures are greener elsewhere. And just as that happens, there is going to be storms on the new grass, and you're going to have to continue to push ahead, because as you create new grass for yourself, new problems will arise. Like, you will have this cycle again and again and again through the rest of your life. And it's not just in this case, but Spirit wants you to use this as a learning opportunity and to push you towards the next best thing. Like, there was something here that you needed to do, someone that you needed to collect. And now that you have, you're ready to take that and move on to the next thing to create for yourself. And it's going to be, you have to follow a structure of old somehow. So do not reinvent the wheel. How funny that the Wheel of Fortune is here. Do not reinvent the wheel. Follow the structures of old. Like, whether that's like, I hate to use this example, but let's say that you mix and on GarageBand, like, or were trained on GarageBand. Go back to using GarageBand if you need to mix. You know what I mean? Or if you're starting a new brand company, you know, how did it go back to the ways of old, the ways that it's been done before, you know? Get that post online. Start with the simple things, like creating that handle. Only you can go ahead and do this, but you have to put these things in motion in order for you to welcome that timeline. That's really specific. Yes, literally. And let Spirit help you. And let Spirit help you become that final form that you want. You know, when you go on Instagram or TikTok, okay? Or if you don't, you're yelling at me. It's okay, just listen. You go on Pinterest, you go on the internet, you go anywhere. What is that? Do you have that ultimate ideal for yourself, that final form, that vision? Because if you formulate that vision and you understand what that is, it is so much easier to create the steps that head along the way. And Spirit will send you new opportunities. Like, okay, you need to do a momentary job while you pursue that artist job. Here you go. You're going to have this situation, this cycle all over again. Or here, you want to be the best in this particular company. Well, maybe this company wasn't paying you enough, actually, especially for what you were contributing. So now you get bumped up, but you have to be taken out of that situation and away. And it's funny because Spirit uses these people, these rude, these, you know, manipulative people. They ruin a job space for you to move you to the next thing, because sometimes that's what it takes. So get ready, because whatever you got is a new whole cycle coming ahead of you. Simple as. Beautiful. I'd love to hear it. But you're going to take the wheel. Look at that. Literally, you're going to take the wheel and come out on top. But you have to be the one that when you're ready, when you feel psychically, you feel pulled, you feel ready, that new era is going to begin for you. Yay! Maybe you made those 2 friends and they stay your friends. Who's to say? But whatever it was, you picked up something from this group and learned a lesson. And you needed a reminder that this is going to keep happening, especially as you pursued it to the highest of heights. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day, Group 1. I've been Leo from Jersey. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like or tell me what happened in the comment section. You know I love to listen. This was a very specific image. I think this deck was really fun, don't you? I think so. Anyway, feel free to leave a like or subscribe if you enjoyed, because I'll do some more pick a card readings. I'm trying to now get them out like 1 a day. I don't know. We'll see what goes on. We'll see what happens. All right. Thank you. Bye. Very interesting. Very interesting. A little sip of my agua. Okay. Pile 2, literally 2 of swords. Pile 2. Pile 2. I'm being pulled to this deck. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Everyday Witch Tarot deck for this one. Okay, pile 2. I'm Leo from Jersey. Welcome. You don't know what the question was. The question is regarding, so you had a situation at work. What was the situation, and how are we going to get over it to get to the next thing? Okay, that seems to be the theme for today. Like, what was the drama? First of all, start us off. What was the drama? What was the drama? Thank you. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. What was the drama? What was the drama? What was the drama? Ooh, okay. What was the drama? What was the drama? Ooh, ooh, ooh. And ooh, okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, period. So pile 2, your situation, I'm specifically saying like restaurant too. Okay, so you kind of had, I'm kind of getting, there was some disharmony at work. There was some drama among these people. For some reason, I'm getting a way more co-ed group and idea in this group than in the last one. Like the last one was giving me like bank vibes even, or like singer. And this pile is giving me like restaurant or like, I guess gym, but like more like if y'all all worked at a Top Golf type shit. Because, okay, it's giving that, okay, things were tough. First of all, you were super bored. I think that you knew it was time to move on to the next thing. Just because, like, you could continue on with this job doesn't mean that you, like, should. And it was getting to a point that it was actually, like, costing you. You were not making the money that you used to, or it's just not enough at this point, and it just wasn't working out, and you felt like you were in a difficult decision, because the difficult decision in this case was you didn't have, like, to me, this group is you didn't have a clear ending. Like, you weren't necessarily fired, but you did leave, and I'll tell you why. So it seems like you also, among the chaos of these other people, this, like, I hear that, like, situation where, like, coworkers call each other a family, and it's, like, actually always toxic and, like, very abused as a theme. But in this case, Spirit's saying, first of all, you need a break. You could use one, honestly, especially after all that, like whether that's going on unemployment, if you can still file, or like taking that time and just like, or maybe the problem is right now that you haven't had the money. You feel like you're broke right now. So we'll discuss options for that. We'll see what Spirit has to say about that. But spirit is saying that you're caring and sensitive and nurturing, and and also like highly empathetic and sensitive and intuitive. So I can also feel that kind of a vibe at work was especially kind of rotten. I can see why that feels like really oof about the previous. And it could also be, hold on one second. Hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. Like, the fact that I just got interrupted during this just goes to show that maybe also you could have like, you could be interrupted in the middle of things. Like, whatever this was, it feels like it was a kind of high paced job, but it feels like there was really kind of boring and monotonous. Like, whether you're like a bartender or something. It's also giving too, I cannot ignore this aspect here, that there's someone at work who like kind of had a thing with, and that made things like especially awkward because you don't really trust them, especially if they were like a Gemini or Pisces. Because I literally have here the Lovers reverse and High Priestess reverse. So specifically regarding like, oh, this was like, it feels like it was a mistake. It was like something you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that because now I'm dealing with a situation literally at work. So I want to keep going and exploring that. So like, what happened with everybody else? Like, how was everybody else in this situation? How was everybody else in this situation? Impatient, impulsive, going in every direction, no organization. Oh my gosh, that's fascinating. A lot of energy. So other people are also draining in addition to everything. Like, look at this backwards way that they are both going and facing, and they have the same body shape going. These just extremes. So these people around you also in addition were flighty and hard to take. Yeah, and they covered it with this image of like, we're all a family. Like, that's also the problem too, is that when things were good, it feels like you actually, like, things would be really good. Like, let's say like you had holiday rushes and they turned out to be really actually like lovely, or you made a lot of money and you guys came together, rallied, or they made, you know, but what else? It's like fascinating. It's like giving like Vanderpump Rules. Like, I keep seeing Vanderpump Rules in my head for some reason. Like, that's what it's giving. Or like Selling Sunset. If Selling Sunset had guys like the other ones. Five of Wands reversed, Four of Swords upright. Yeah, you're recovering from whatever this fight was, because, okay, the problem is also like your natural method is avoid or resolve the struggle. So maybe there was also like quite a bit of like pushing issues down or over and just like giving each other the cold shoulder, and it made the working environment not only brisk but also like cold. That's like a very specific energy I'm getting here. So it feels like you needed to get over also this like toxic manipulation of this family energy and remind yourself who your actual friends and family are and not the people from here. Yeah, things were out of balance. You needed to also long-term goal revision. Thank you. This is a big thing, and especially for your Sag, this is a big thing about also like understanding that, you know, if you get caught up here, you're going to feel like you had a missed opportunity. If you get caught up here, you're going to feel like you stagnated, you know, or maybe you already do. And maybe that's what led to this decision for you to leave, that you're like, okay, I've actually been here too long. Like, this doesn't bring me joy anymore. All we ever do is fight. And I have this other issue. Like, I've been here so long that I done had a situationship and ran through it. So this is not working the way I wanted it to work. So what is pile two's next move? So obviously they're healing. Obviously seems like they need money. So what is the vibe? That's what I'm getting. So what is that? You know you need money. So what is the vibe for the money? Okay, so you've been really hard on yourself about losing this job too. Maybe you even feel like, oh wait, okay. So okay. Tell me if this is right. If you left this job and then now you're like, shit, I shouldn't have left. I could have still continued to make the money at that dumbass place. Or whatever this is involving, you know, with these other people. Or maybe you feel like you failed because you ended up leaving this place. Like, you have a lot of moments where you're like unreasonably down on yourself. Like, let's say, I keep seeing in my mind, like, let's say that first Friday after you leave, when you know at this time that you would have been clocking in, you would have been saying hi to your girl, you know, Jalissa, and Jalissa baked you those brownies that you like because she remembered she was going to see you on Friday. And the two of you, you know, you get into your little outfit and you go back and you say, okay, all right, we're going to get this going. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like it's those first few moments that really bother. But you're going to get through it. It's a recent personal setback. That's all that it is a down spiral. So what's going to happen next? So after this pity party, what occurs? A tower, an upheaval. Holy shit. Spirit could not be more clear. That's bananas. So what's the tower? A realization enduring your self-reflection and introspection. Because you had been undergoing a creative block for so long. Instead of ever working on something for you, you've been doing it for other people for so long. You've been sacrificing for so long. You've been performing. That's what this is. It's like you're performing at work. It's like monkey show. You know, you put on your little outfit and you go show up for other people all day. And you're going to finally, in those moments of introspection, you're going to come to an authentic alignment, and you're going to feel the difference. Don't rush. You are suspended for your longing. Things happen like this so that you could understand. Oh, you might have even really needed... Hold on now. You're going to clarify this for me. Hold on, Spirit. You're going to clarify this for me. Clarify this Ace of Cups and Queen of Wands, because I'll be damned if I find out that that's you. Yeah, holy shit. Okay, pardon my language. Pardon my language to you, especially if you're a Virgo, water sign, Sag. Pisces. I said water signs. Anyway, maybe this is regarding a Pisces, Gemini, whoever this is. We're going to talk about them. You need to be separated from them. There has been issues. Okay. I think that actually, okay. Oh my God. Please tell me I'm wrong on this one. At work, you have been suffering from jealousy and envy as well. Or this person has, from seeing you move on, maybe, or the other way around. Could be you have to take reversals. One of the two of you is not moving on, and it is bothering the other person. And tell me why. In my spread, it looks like it's you. That you're the one that's this person, because they are not rushing towards you, because they're not really a pursuer, because something's not happening the way you anticipated, or you don't trust them, whether they broke your trust or something. You are suspended away from them to move to. You are specifically being taken out of harm's way. This is a very specific image. What's wrong with this Pisces? I'm just gonna pretend. I'm gonna move along. What's wrong with this person? I shouldn't say man. This person at work. What's wrong? Yes, it's the truth. Oh my God. There go my Ace of Swords. Yes, it's the truth card. So in case I was like, that's so funny too for it to come out of my mouth, me literally saying, if this is what it is, and it's like, yes, it's the truth. I'm just gonna move ahead like it's this person is the issue. So tell me about this person. Obviously, this is some drama. So this drama is regarding this workplace partnership. That seems to be the issue. Difficult decisions, missing relevant info. So tell me about this partnership. That's what I need. Because you need to know as a pile that this is for you. Because tell me about this partnership. Tell me about what's going on. Tell me about this partnership. Spirit, thank you. Yeah, literally work. Literally at work. A partnership at work. Dedication to completing a task. Literally 8 of Pentacles. labor, thriving, focus. So it's like work, husband, work, wife. What is this situation? So what happened? Okay, so you were at work. POV, you at work. Doing what? POV, you at work. What the hell? King of Cups, the moon reversed. Ominous betrayed. You were betrayed by this person at work. Oh my God. You were betrayed. Oh my God. You were left for dead. They kept a secret from you. You were left for dead. You are now healing. Oh my God. Could also be an Aquarius. Aquarius, water signs again. Get that, Cancer. I cannot ignore the presence of Pisces 3 times. I don't have any more Pisces cards. These are all of them. They are all here. I don't have any other sign. There's no other signs here. It's just Pisces. So whoever this is, they are romantic. They get lost in the romance, and maybe they gave you even a little bit of that. I'm getting. I don't know. What the hell? Something really rough. You were betrayed in a big way by this person, whether this was like someone you owned a business with, worked with. I guess this could even theoretically be a baby father. I don't know. You got, is this a situationship or a relationship? What's going on in here? Okay, so you were betrayed. So you took yourself, difficult decision, took yourself out. How were you betrayed? I need to ask the real questions. I'm finally getting to it. Am I giving, I feel like an interview. I feel like an interrogator. How were you betrayed? How were you betrayed? How was pile 2 betrayed? How was pile 2 betrayed? How was pile 2 betrayed? Oh my God. 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 Queen of Swords upright. 4 of Wands down. Emperor upright. Oh my God. Oh my God. He had something else going on. Yeah. He had something else going on. It's giving like cheated. It's giving like other family. It's giving like fathered someone else's kid. Something crazy. The answer seems to be something crazy because there is not a lot to celebrate about this. So this person had another thing. This Emperor person at work, everyone obviously thought highly of. Anything else about them? Obviously, so this is my issue. I can't believe that turned out to be what this is about. I hate to hear it. I hate to hear it that this Emperor is I'm hearing that song. So now you know exactly what it feels like to be an obstacle in my way. Wow, so like punk rock. something maybe you've had like a nightly gym sesh about this. Yeah, there it is. I can't make this shit up. 3 of Cups reversed. Toxic trio, third party. Disappointment. Multiple people against you. I can't make this up. Maybe other people at your job even knew about that. Oh my God. Yeah, talk about a toxic home. I'd be unhappy in that home too. Yeah, that's crazy. So this just blew up in your face. Okay, cool. So we understand. So what's next for my pile 2s? What's the next move for my pile 2s? What's the next move for my pile 2s? It's pouring rain outside. Oh, blowing my candles out. I blow the candles out your yard. Look at the way that just blew that oh my God, that blew the king of, what the hell? That, did you see that magical shit? That was some magical shit. That just blew the thing over here, and it blew the King of Wands down onto this pile. There's somebody else coming into this. There's somebody else. Why did it blow the, oh my God. 10 of Swords, the moon. That's a secret. You don't see this. Assertive, direct. Okay. Wait a minute. Willow. Wait a minute. Why did it turn over all the cards that way? That was so crazy. Knight of Swords, the moon, King of Wands, Emperor. Yo, you got someone else coming in. You have someone else coming in who wants to put it down. Good Lord. Shawty got him walking all over town. You actually might not be single for long. This is giving that once, now that happened and broke y'all up, you realized something, you heard something. Maybe that was the tea. You found out this person cheated at the workplace. Someone finally told you the truth, whether it was this other person. Somebody else been eyeing you too. Because they want to be with you. Yeah, and they want you to get out of this toxic trio situation. They even feel guilty. Is this the person who told you that they were cheating? Is this the person that spilled a secret? Because they're coming towards you too. That's a secret. That you don't know what's up ahead. Spirit doesn't want to be exact about what's going on up ahead, but it seems like there's a secret that somebody likes you. Somebody likes you and wants to come in and sweep you off your feet. Really giving like Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, Libra. Wants to come in and shove. Wants to fight this Pisces. Wants to be, you know, they look good, they're a go-getter, they're confident, and they can alchemize. They want to sort of like, they're getting like a protected energy. You could be like a water sign. Yeah, but you got choices. Oh my God, you got choices. You're actually feeling overwhelmed by how many options, because at first it was weird, it was crazy because you had so many ops. You're feeling overwhelmed by the ops, but they get released, and just like that, you get to heal and forgive and overcome with this fire sign. It's fire sign, fire, all three fire, which is Aries, Leo, why did I say Scorpio? That could be a hint. Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Scorpio, okay, Libra. Yeah, as you forgive and heal from this Hierophant reverse. Maybe you're back also from pile one. This could be confirmation too. Investment in the wrong people. Maybe that's what I missed from your aspect in pile one, is this other person, this disloyalty, who is restricted. It's even giving like, I don't know why I keep getting like married, like as if these two were married and this person was cheating, and not a he, sorry. This person was cheating with you? Question mark? You were lovers? Was there a workplace affair? Like things blew up? Like it was giving, like there's something regarding that, okay? Could be a very specific message for some people. But it's not a new beginning. You know the person that's next. Yes. 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 And karma will be reaped though too. So if something was done unto you, feel good. Don't worry. You're going to get like someone who's even better matched. This is specifically my Pluto positive Libra card. So if you're upset because you're single, you're not going to be single for long. You're going to get a much better, yeah, look at that. You're going to get a much better version of a person. A much better person who's a better match for you, who has more money and wants to spend it on you. This person is a gift giver. That could be a hint. This Pisces was big on withholding. A lot of like, you feel like, because what is it? Sunk fallacy cost? Sunk fallacy. That's what it is, right? Is where you put so much effort into it that you hope for a some of that back. Some of that back. I must be cooking right now because Spirit is sending messages, make the signals. But instead, you were hoping for some of that back, but because you nurtured this person, yeah, look at that. You know what to do though. Okay, you're gonna go on. We're gonna be just fine. I'm seeing the Breakfast Club where they're like doing the don't you forget about me. Like, so I think you're gonna move on. I think it's gonna be just fine. You're gonna find someone that feels like even better. It's giving like husband energy, giving wife energy, giving like this is the one, like a little bit of a step up instead of this other person who is kind of like just there. Maybe you fell in love with them because they're Pisces, they felt psychically connected or something. Didn't I say that at the beginning? Because how interesting is it? I was like, are they psychic? Yeah. Yeah. But you must stand up for yourself in this conflict. If you hear people talking shit about you online, don't be afraid to clap back, especially at this juncture, because you don't deserve it, I'm hearing. And you got to remember, you're going to come away looking good. The worst is over. It's done. You're going to get public recognition and victory and success. This person is going to get shamed, and everything that's going to happen is going to be brought to light. And then obviously you're going to end up with this other person, so you're going to come out looking out on top. Anyway, this person is a better fit for you, literally. Okay, got nothing else to say. Yeah, maybe even could help you get a next job. How are you going to get the next job? How are you going to get the next job? Trust the process. You all have it coming in for you. It's all going to happen for you. How do you get the next job? It might even be self-employment. How do you get the next job? You married to money or something. Yeah. You're gonna get given gifts. You'll see. You'll see. You'll have more options than you know what to do with. You might even have to deal with this person back at the same time while you're seeing this other person. And then you could come back and get a different reading when that happens. Thank you very much, pile number 2. Hopefully that was informative. If that felt relevant to you, please tell me your story. I would love to hear it down in the comments below, or feel free to leave a like if it resonated with you in any way, or if you could see your situation relating to the themes going on. You know, reading for a collective that I sometimes feel like people discount if you get like a piece wrong, when in reality I'm like trying to read for a few people, so like it involves certain things for certain people. You know what I mean? But anyway, I feel like that was good though. That felt very informative to me. Anyway, feel free to subscribe, join the Jersey Pride, and I'm trying to do uploads, probably like I'm trying to do stuff every day. I don't often succeed, but I do my best. I do my best. Ariana Grande. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, pal, too. Bye. Okay. some water. Ow, my legs. Ow, owie, my legs. I'm wearing my purple Uggs. I should go back to doing the daily messages. I'm having fun though, doing the 3 pick of cards. I'm having fun doing the 3 pick of cards. But I want to also do like daily, if you see this messages, because those are super fun too. Okay, for pile 3, I'm already getting like a giggly feeling. Like I'm feeling, pile 3, I'm feeling, woo, welcome to the Jersey, I'm the Jersey Leo Tarot, you welcome back. I'm getting like a silly, goofy feeling. I'm getting like a really fun one. Like this is going to be fun for me. It might not be fun for you because we have 9 of Swords here, so there's like drama, but for me, I'm gonna like try to be like upbeat, which you might not be in the mood to hear. I can like hear you being mad at me, but like for some reason I want to add some like laughter as some medicine back into your moment. I want to give it a little giggly wiggly, or maybe you just ended up picking pile 3 and 9 of Swords is not you at all, in which case, understood. Fam, you're chaotic just like me, you know, I love that. Let me go ahead and relight these candles before using the anime tarot deck. I'm actually gonna pour some of this in there. This candle is actually interesting because this is actually like a body wax. I know that seems like bizarre, but it actually like turns into lotion. Isn't that crazy? It's like sparkly lotion. I don't know why I felt like telling you that. I feel like you'd appreciate that besides me. Also, it's like pouring rain all of a sudden, which it wasn't earlier, so there might be something to that as well. It's giving me like that Pride and Prejudice scene where Dame Maggie Smith, I think her name is, comes in and is like, tell me you're not involved with him. And she's like, I will do nothing of the sort. With the way that Keira Knightley talks. You know what I'm talking about. You know the Keira Knightley impersonation. Owie. This is like hurting my fingy. Oh, and it blew the sage over. Oh my god, this pile is this is some drama. Hold on. Wow, look at the way this is happening. I'm gonna relight a new one. You deserve your own sage, pile 3. Ooh, I dropped my lighter. Oopsie. So much chaos happening this while. Something about that, maybe. Lots of chaos, I guess. Oh my gosh, my lighter fell to no man's land. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The spirits took it. The spirits. They took it to the other side because where did it just go? That's crazy. That's so crazy. Where did it go? I really can't find it. That's so crazy. Oh my gosh. What the heck? That was so weird. Why is this pick a card so chaotic? What just happened? Where did my lighter go? Did the fairies take my lighter? What the freak, bro? Where is my lighter, dog? Oh my god. It fell to the most crazy, impossible spot. That was so weird. Bro, that was so weird. Okay. I'm back. Pile 3. If you didn't watch that intro, I'm going to list the pile 3's time at right now. Pile 3. But I want you to know that what just occurred was so chaotic that I'm going to leave it on the video. I know that this pile is about to go crazy. I've already cracked jokes if you want to go back and hear me make jokes. And try to watch me struggle through trying to find where this lighter fell, because just then as I went to go grab another sage cone, it fell into an impossible spot, and I swore to God that it was stolen by the fairies. All in an effort for me to relight these candles for you, and it's just not working out. So I know that this pile is chaotic as fuck. I was even trying to crack jokes because I got like a funny feeling. Like it's almost funny how like bad this has gone. Does that make sense? It's almost funny. I just think it's funny how that's what it's giving. See, look, I'm trying to light this. You see it you see this being put out right now? Yeah. Chill, chill. Chill, wind. Oh my gosh. Because of this crazy rainstorm that's occurring right now. Swear to God. Sorry. I'm going to get started again on your reading. Just give me 1 second. Bruh. There. There. Pile 3, a sage for you. There you go. Enjoy. Okay, for your pile, I already was laughing. Things were going so wrong. Things are like literally falling when you don't mean them to. So I know that this pile is about to be chaotic as hell. So I'm really excited to get right into it. We have here today, I was pulled to pull for you using the Anime Tarot deck from Natasha Iglesias, which I love, which I have in my hands. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, so my pile number 3, how would they know that this is for them? So we know that the title of this reading or the purpose of this reading is to figure out how to best move on from that issue at work. So first of all, how would they know it's for them? What was the issue at work? What was the issue at work? 7 of Pentacles reversed. What was the issue at work? High Priestess reversed. 8 of Pentacles reversed. Oh my gosh. Nine of Swords. There it is. 9 of Swords, 9 of Swords. That's so crazy. So a distinct energy here that it was not working. Nobody trusted each other. Nobody trusted each other. The effort was not being put in. People were not working the way they should have been. 9 of Swords. What was the 9 of Swords? The fear and anxiety. What did you fear? What did you fear? What is this so present here of 9 of Swords? What was being feared? What was being feared for pile 3? What did pile 3 fear? What did pile 3 fear? Spirit, make it really clear. Pop it out. Pop it out. Thank you. The Fool. The Fool. Fool, Knight of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. I don't know why in my head I just heard looking like a fool. Okay. So you feared what? Not getting money fast enough? You feared that the money was not coming in. You feared... What did you fear specifically? The money. What was it regarding the money? 5 of Pentacles, greedy, just for me. The Emperor, 9 of Pentacles. Someone, okay, someone is obvious, someone who is making more than you. Emperor, it's giving boss. Okay, so boss. The boss has the 9 of Pentacles. So the boss is the boss has all the money. The boss has all the money, whether they're making more than you, doing less, or, yeah, confirmation on that. They have the money. What are they doing? Ooh, 5 of Swords. They create competition. They create competition. 2 of Wands. And a flash of lightning. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was probably a sign. Well, lightning. Lightning fast. They create competition. They create competition. How so? How so? You had nightmares. Enough to create nightmares. Listen to that thunder. That's crazy. 2 of Wands, 5 of Swords. What else? Complete the sentence. Competition. A competition for future planning. A competition how? Maybe that's the question I'm missing. A competition how? A competition how? Hermit. Hermit Hierophant. Staying up all night. It's the ways of old. It's like, and interestingly, the hermit in this is literally a girl, an otaku sitting at her computer. So something, okay, could even be computer jobs. 7 of Wands reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. King of Cups. Okay, I can't ignore this feeling that I'm getting. I really can't ignore it, even though it feels weird. Did your boss, like, play matchmaker to some extent? Did your boss, like, there's something weird here. Did your boss get involved in the personal lives of you guys, of the people in the workplace, maybe trying to set you up? There's a weird vibe I'm getting here in addition to other things. In addition to you guys like just trying to work there, it's giving that there was like other things involved. What was the other things? What was the other things? Wheel of Fortune. It depended on what was going on. Queen of Swords reversed. The Star. Gossip. Petty gossip and slander. feeding petty gossip and slander, feeding maybe an internet aspect. You were working online. Whether this person's sending like crazy emails or something. What was going on here? What was going on? Healing. Healing what? The work wasn't happening. What am I missing? The work wasn't happening. There was no trust. No, y'all were really not working. I'm getting that. You were afraid the money was coming too slowly. So you wanted to start anew. You thought this was a fresh start for you, for this job. What is this? It could be online, whether you're working maybe alone. Maybe you used to work with an ex. Things aren't working out. Something happened when he was taken from you during a divorce. Because what is Hierophant here for? What is Hierophant here for? The Hierophant is really giving me this boss. This boss was doing this behind your backs, was like trying to guide you. And it wasn't working out. It was kind of negligent instead of useful. Could have even been some flirting with you. Don't love that. Like whether it was like encouraging this Knight of Cups. I really can't ignore this like weird. Maybe that's what I found so funny before. Maybe that's what I found so funny and chaotic. This person thought it was fun. This person thought it was fun. And maybe it was fun for a while. But then there was drama. Then issues started to arise. It's like a polycule? What were y'all doing? Were y'all expected to get into full drunken cycles together until finally one of you cheated on each other? Or, and then suddenly everyone was against you. It was some defamation in the job because you had so much dealing with you. You had so much you were dealing with. And it was really a burden. It really hurt. Is that what's going on? Yeah, 3 of Swords here, Page of Wands. Yeah, like a little attraction that could break your heart but grow. And you were told a lie. A lie about a past. A lie about the past. King of Pentacles, King of Wands. You could be back from pile 2 as well if you wanted to keep listening. But for pile 3, this is a little bit different of an energy. I'm going to recollect these for a second. This is the first pile that I'm clearing the spread on, so I'm really paying attention to you. Because I want to know where the anxiety is coming from. Because obviously I'm seeing heartbreak. Obviously I'm seeing other people were involved. Obviously I'm seeing that you didn't know which way to go or what to do. So... yeah, so sold because of and being sold a lie. Maybe you weren't sure who was on your side. Be more specific about the situation for pile number 3. Be more specific. This again. 5 of Pentacles. Again. Okay, so greedy and selfish all to myself. Only. King of Wands. And these two again. King of Wands, King of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles reversed. It was not working out. It was a recurring issue. You had issues maybe with 2 people. What was said by these people? Ready? How does the King of Wands feel about pile 3? How does the King of Wands feel about pile 3? How does the King of Wands feel about pile 3? I want to be like so much funnier. I thought I was going to be so much funnier in this pile, but this pile is just turning out to be like doopy again. I'm like, who cares? Who fucking cares? But King of Wands. What did the King of Wands think about pile 3? What did the King of Wands think about pile 3? Does it matter? What did the King of Wands... Stop. What did the King of Wands... They wanted to offer you something, but it wasn't love. Fascinating. They weren't being emotional with you. Or they were giving you little pieces. Someone you've known for a while. This is someone from the past. What about King of Pentacles? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, this is someone who, for some reason, they're unhappy with being single, okay? Or they feel emotionally unfulfilled. And they saw a new chance for a new beginning in you, but things have become complicated. Things have become too complicated. Also, this is not necessarily, it does not give to me prospect for marriage. Could also be specifically a Taurus. Very interesting. So these are two people that were at your job. What happened with them? What is this specific issue? Are they your boss? Are these the people around you? Did you have like a love triangle going on? What was the issue here, Spirit? What are you telling me about these people? Four of Pentacles. Oh, I like an issue. The lights are on, you do not see. And Four of Pentacles, greedy and selfish, just for me. So wait, are you trying to tell me pile 3 had 2 viable options for love and it ended up freaking them out? This is a really specific, okay, wait, come on. Pile 3, what was the T? Two of Cups, I can't make this up. 2 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, holy shit. You had viable options for partners, but they broke your heart. They broke your heart. There was too much conflict and competition. It didn't work out. Maybe other people wanted them as well, even though they were options they should have been for you, or you fumbled this bag. You could have self-sabotage. Did you self-sabotage your relationships with these people? What happened? It's giving that things did not work out, because this is my self-sabotage. And greedy and selfish too. It's like just for me. So Spirit was sending them for you. Partnership options. But is that what's keeping you up at night? Is that why I'm laughing? Is that why Spirit was making me laugh? Because I was like, oh, this is jokes. This is jokes. This again, the Hermit. The Hermit. Now you're alone. You like came back, or you can't be alone. What is this? Hermit reversed. Which way do you want me? Which way do you want me? Hermit reversed. It's like not leaving you alone. It's like you can't be alone for some reason. It's not working. You're not hermiting. Interesting. 9 of Swords upright. Hermit reversed. The fear, anxiety, and nightmares. And it's like dealing also, is it dealing with other people? Do you just genuinely dislike these people? Do you genuinely don't trust and dislike these people? Genuinely? You genuinely dislike these people? How do you feel about these people at work? How do you feel about these people? If it keeps you up at night, how do you feel about these people? How do you feel about these people? You want to have a threesome? You can't decide? Ace of Wands reversed. It's not wish fulfillment. Fascinating. 10 of Pentacles, you're like, no, okay, 10 of Pentacles reversed. That's so funny. Ace of Wands, I can't make this up. You're like, I don't see it. 8 of Wands, and then Strength. So, yeah, it's feeling like you might be had to cut them off, or they've been too pushy. Maybe there's been issues at work regarding that. Like, maybe it's even been like, okay, is it giving like borderline sexual harassment-y, like an older man and then like a spark plug or something? They're like doing too much at work. Did it really take me that long to figure that out? Or is there a situation where you were dating both of them and now they're psy-opsing you? What's going on here? Because there's like a lot of like sexual energy. All this wands usually points at some sort of sexual opportunity. Because the cards originally were not a lot of work happening. So this again, yeah, 6 of Wands. Yeah, trying to get, that's because I'm up right now. Wait, what the freak? Oh yeah, this pop. And Tower reversed. Avoiding an issue. Okay, so you left. It was giving you anxiety, fear and anxiety. You left before it could cause an issue. You're considering leaving before it causes an issue. Maybe that's it. Maybe you're amidst this. And in order to avoid the tower, the issue, what would the tower be in this case? What would the tower be? Oh, that was really... Oh, notice how that hit the 2 of Cups. That was very interesting. 9 of Swords reversed. With 2 of Cups being the partnership card that whacked that. 5 of Cups. 9 of Swords... Oh, 9 of Swords reversed now. That's so crazy. Okay, so the tower... So... Wait, so the tower reversed. The tower, you have hope. You know what to do. You know the truth. Because of all the lies spread. Look at that. With the strength is the katana wielder in this case, has like a long sword. And look, the Ace of Swords is a long sword here that you have it. You finally have that blade that you've been looking for, that piece of information, that trigger point that'll cause the true separation of this so you can avoid the issue. You'll avoid a conflict. Fascinating. You'll feel disappointment. That's what this is. The fear and anxiety is you feeling some disappointment in regards to the way this fell out, and you avoided the conflict. Like maybe you left right before shit hit the fan, or before something happened, like whether you got named for something that you didn't, or fired, or whatever, or you needed to get away from these people. it's very interesting to me that you feel disappointment over it. I mean, that's very caring of you, because you obviously felt the type of way. How did you feel about this job? 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 I think I'm gonna name this video, "Oh, you had workplace drama?" How did you feel about this job? How did you feel about this job? How did you feel about this job? Why are you being so big? Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles, Emperor, Two of Swords reversed. It wasn't paying you what you wanted, but it's an option for now, you know. Feeling a little locked up there. It's interesting that the Emperor is here. Why is the Emperor here? Is this regarding your boss? Is this what I'm missing? I'm missing that, oh, okay, or because, you know what, this is the same pile that I mentioned the boss before, and I mentioned, did I say matchmaking for this pile? Maybe that's the T. You stayed for this boss. You really liked your boss, maybe? You really liked your boss, or you, I don't know if you were attracted to your boss hoping that he would hit, but everybody else except your boss was going for it. This boss was, but it's not giving Ace of Pentacles reversed on Wheel of Fortune. So things were working out for now. It was just a tide. It was just a part. It was just a part of your life now. Just a point. You'll see now later how this was just a cycle. And the cycle now it's come to a close. You can move on to the next thing. Anything else regarding this workplace spirit? Anything else regarding this workplace? Because you're ready to move on. Okay, I'm just going to ask. What's the next thing regarding workplace? What should pile 3 do for workplace next? What should pile 3 do for workplace next? What's the next move? What's their smartest next move for workplace? Don't post about it. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone that this happened. Don't air out your laundry. Don't post on that. Avoid that Reddit and anonymous post that you're thinking about. Whatever this big drama that blew up was, whatever this was, this comical ass crazy story, save it for your sketch comedy show for Netflix, because that's the only place that it'll make sense. Because keep tight-lipped about this. For some reason, maybe that's the T. Are you afraid that that's so crazy too? If I'm telling you about like some sexual harassment and you're not sure, that would be crazy. So obviously in that case, you could feel free to tell, I feel like, your boss. But maybe what I'm really getting is the strong like underline of like, don't post about it for some reason. Why? What's going on there? What's going on there? Oh my God, not the family. Not that they have a family. Not that. Anyway. Queen of Pentacles. 6 of Swords reversed. Page of Pentacles. People would wonder your involvement in a way that you don't need people to speculate, especially like nosy, prying eyes. And there's other people tied in this situation that you can't expect right now. It would just end up opening a whole new can of worms against you, and it's not worth the drama, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm especially getting like neck pain. Like it feels like you've been like hunched over a lot. Make sure you're like getting your rest and your vitamin D outside in the sun. Make sure you're going on your walks and things. You want to really be doing that during this. What's the next move for you though? What's the next move for pile 3? That was all for confirmation that this was for you. So, or this is about to happen. You're thinking about leaving. So let's discuss what's next. King of Cups upright. 9 of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Wands reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. Fascinating. Well, it's interesting. Someone from your past might reach out to you. You won't, it's not giving single though. It's giving like, it's not a new love though, Ace of Cups, not a new love, or blockages in love currently. Maybe you're feeling like you need some healing to yourself, but you might open a flirtationship, or someone else might offer you a situation that you could make some money in and move to this next thing, so that you don't have to be like alone and in your bread. Because I get the feeling that you feel like unmotivated to move to the next thing, I should say. But it would be best for you also because of your monetary situation. It's a very specific message. That's too many cards, Spirit. That's too many cards, but I'm going to take this one. Yeah, Justice reversed. You feel like this situation did not play out fairly, at all at your workplace, and you're gonna take some time to get over that. So I don't see you rushing into any situationships or whatever coming next. I see you like vetting things and taking your time about it, but it's not giving single fully. So it's like giving that you're still talking to people. There's still people involved. People from work, previous workplace too. That could be it. Maybe someone from this job actually ends up reaching out to you and telling you how like you were done dirty, and they feel bad for you, and like they see your side, and so you won't feel super alone in this. That's really what I'm getting from this. Or they left the job as well. What else? They're feeling burdened by how things went, especially around this, like, again, lack of temperance. So you could have really been done dirty, or like maybe things got really toxic, like people were going to parties and stuff and doing like toxic things, and you just were like, I can't do this anymore. This might be my dream job, but I can't put up with a lifestyle, or something to that effect. King of Swords reversed. And we're tired of the verbal manipulation and abuse, or what other people were saying to you or doing to you. Really tired of just taking it on the chin, feeling a type of way, like didn't want to plan around it anymore. You'd been forced to be in your masculine and in your head for so long, you were ready to just be like, it was causing you anxiety and fear, and I think that you'd had enough. So what's next for them? So what's next? Yeah, something from the old comes back up for you. In what way? In what way? In what way? You are suspended for your betterment. You're going to have a new opportunity. It won't require, you are juggling too much too. You need to take a rest. You need to rebalance, refocus, be in this pause, break for a bit, because you desperately need it. You could use it, but then you'll be given chances to come back to this. Like, you will get elevated. And I'm sorry, I'm getting like a lot of messages. I don't know how best to say this. You'll be given these odd job opportunities to do these other jobs as you continue to pursue towards the higher goal, the thing that you've been looking forward to the most. And you'll be given a new opportunity. What's the newest opportunity? What can they expect for like a new opportunity, like a big job? What can they expect? Oh, I didn't even see this card right here. Okay. Yeah, new project that's much larger. That'll help you get toward future planning. You'll have to continue to work in silence. That's what Spirit wants to say. You have to work in silence. You're going to be making a whole new era. Yes, you're going to achieve a whole new you. You will put this behind you in this situation, whatever this was that occurred to you. You will move so ahead of it. And the thing is you will do all of that in silence. Do all of that in silence. That's very interesting. Like, because it's like you getting given credit for the work that you put in. Like, yes, you still did it, even though no one saw it, even though you removed yourself, even though you went ghost, you're going to be given that project that helps you come back in a bigger and brighter and better way. And you're going to have other friends that, like, how should I say, like, the milk skims to the surface, so you realize who is in your corner and who is not. And you finally become open again to divine inspiration, because this kept you stagnant in a way that you didn't expect, because you'll have more opportunity now to explore literally your own previous projects and things that you have kept on the back burner for a while, like music or journaling or writing or hobbies that you weren't even given the chance to. So you're going to start to pursue that and be fine that Spirit meets you halfway with jobs that provide for you as well. But it's only after you get given that rest so you feel at your best again. This is literally the Isekai warrior, this hanged man in the anime deck. Is the person that's killed in this life to come back a bigger and stronger sim with magical powers in the next life. So everything had to happen the way that it played out, even though it feels right now kind of like a why. Well, sometimes Spirit needs to disrupt you to get you from the place where you were, because you've been stagnant for too long. So you go from the hangman to a place of creation for yourself instead of this unhappy home and family. Yeah, this opportunity was keeping you stagnant for too long when you have more choices than that. You have more choices and more opportunities, new places to go, and Spirit needs you to create something. So in order to do that, it needs to give you your time back. So you are not suspended for poor. This is about to be an opportunity will be inspired in you. You might even be pulled to the last reading that I did yesterday, which was about who's the next person that's going to give you something, because this reminds me of one of those piles. There's a pile in that where it's a person is going to give you a new opportunity, towards the job that you actually have been looking for, because you just got disrupted from something different, but now it's opened you up in more ways so you can pursue things for yourself. There's like something about that, so you might want to check that out. Thank you so much, Pile 3, for watching this. I had so much fun reading for you. This feels like this was so dramatic, but don't worry, this will soon be behind you. I know that feels funny to like, hard to laugh about whatever happened now, but I feel like to some extent you'll realize how gangsta the situation was, that you put everything behind you. Not only that, in the way people tried you and you just left. I mean, there's something about that that is so funny. It's giving Danny Phantom OD. So you'll soon see this from a new perspective. Stop there and let me correct it. I want to live a life from a new perspective. And I know it can feel hard too, because you can feel like you want to blast these people online, like on their Yelp and stuff. But I don't know, Spirit is saying like, hold back from that. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. All right, thank you so much. Bye, Pile 3. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like. Tell me in the comment section, please tell me what the situation was, so I know who these people are that were trying to be your ops. It's giving like competition in the worst way. It's giving gossipers, but it's also giving like hitting on you. It's giving like no boundaries. Like, it's kind of crazy there. I don't love that. I don't love the way that chaos ensued in this pile, the way my lighter was stolen from me. There was so much that occurred in this pile, so hopefully now that you are out of that, you can re-regulate your systems so you can feel like you're back to normal and even-tempered again, and like you can pursue things that you want to pursue instead of dodging and navigating and having anxiety over work, because that's too much for anybody. Okay, thank you so much, Pile 3. Leave a like, leave a comment telling me exactly what the situation was, or feel free to subscribe. I get tongue-tied in this group for some reason. That's crazy. Maybe that's also a key for you as well, about someone around you getting tongue-tied or you getting tongue-tied. So you know this was for you. So Pile 3, feel free to subscribe and join the Jersey Leo Pride. I'm trying to do pick a card readings, or you could tell me in the comment section what you'd like to hear for a pick a card reading. But I'm letting Spirit, if you didn't watch the earlier part, tell me what the reading should be about. So hopefully this fed exactly who Spirit needed to feed, and we'll have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for spending this time with me and watching till the end. Bye!